everybody. Welcome back to On the PL. I'm Carolina.
I'm Alex.
And today we have a very special guest. Okay, Tonatiuh.
What's up? Thanks for having me.
Thank you. I feel like this is a long time in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've known Tonatiuh since 2022.
Yep. Promised Land time.
Promised Land. That was a fun set.
It was a fun set. I actually met you because I met you through TikTok first. Because you, I was like going on TikTok, and you made a video about our show, and then cut to I think literally the next day you were on our set. And I was like, she's stalking us.
No. And I had bangs, so that was crazy.
I know. I was like, this woman with bangs is coming for us
Yeah.
all. No, but you were so sweet, and then obviously naturally we're all in Los Angeles, so I've seen you go around quite a bit.
Yeah. I don't want to, make this a big thing, but I've always said you're my favorite Latino in Hollywood. So.
What? Why?
Because you're so nice. You're so nice. And like every time I see you, you're always so kind and you're always giving me a hug. And I always appreciate it in this day and age.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you know the musical Into the Woods?
Another one.
So So I get so triggered by the word nice because
Nice is different than good?
Yeah, well, no, she says she's like, you're so nice. You're not good. You're not bad. You're just nice. And it's like, oh, I don't want to be nice.
Well, you're nice
I want to be
good.
interesting.
But you are interesting. You have you're from LA.
Born and raised, Boyle Heights.
What was your experience like growing up in LA?
It was
Boyle
awesome.
Heights, yeah.
I loved Los Angeles then. Not so much right now. I'm so sorry, LA, but you are struggling. But no, it was great. I grew up in Boyle Heights in East LA for a bit, and it was obviously predominantly Latino, and so my name was not hard to say. And it was multicultural. Like I just walk around and everybody was chill. It was fun. I mean, it was some parts of East LA weren't particularly great in the 90s. They were a little dangerous, but I never had a bad time. And then I moved to West Covina, equally multicultural and fun, but I colonized myself in 4th grade. My teacher, well-intentioned, I'm sure, was going down the roster. And she's like, first name, ugh. Last name, ugh.
Oh my God.
Who is this? And so I raised my hand and I'm like, oh, it's me. And she goes, well, what am I going to call you? This is impossible. And I was like, I panicked. It's my first day in the new school. And I was just like, Matt. And so I went by Matt from 4th grade to junior year in high school.
The artist formerly known as Matt.
The artist formerly known as Matt. Yeah, this is my origin story.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
Yeah.
No, it's like the first gen thing where it's like, you're proud of where you're from, but then also when you're a kid to stand up against a system that is just telling you to assimilate, the pressure was there. But I even forced my parents and my family to call me Matt. Like everyone.
For how long?
From 4th grade to junior year.
Oh my God.
No, literally. And so there was a moment, the reason I changed my name back was somebody joined our friend group whose name was also Matt, and I couldn't stand him. And I was like, Matts are things you step on. My name is Tony.
You hear that, Matt?
Things you step on.
You stepped on.
And you did an interview, I think it was for Kiss of the Spider Woman, where you were talking about how you were named after the god of the sun.
Yeah.
And that name is so powerful when you think about it.
But then you colonize it. Like, girl, what are you doing?
You go from the god of the sun to Matt.
To Matt.
Matt.
No, but I brought it back, and then it was interesting because once I joined Hollywood, there is certain pressures to also make yourself sellable or whatever nonsense that agents and people tell you. But I refused. I was like, no, I'll give up my last name because Elisa Raraz is hard enough. But Tonatiuh, I was like, yeah, people can learn that. It's not that hard.
And one name, Madonna, Beyonce, Cher.
Honey, another diva has been
Yeah,
born.
exactly. My favorite thing to ask actors and just people in the creative field is, what was the project or thing that you saw that you were like, wait, I want to do that?
Oh.
Or if there's a moment in your life.
No, there was a very specific moment. So I loved the arts because it was a space for me to belong. I always felt othered. I felt strange, and like a little weirdo. And so the arts was the theater space. N1 was the name of the theater room at my high school. It was a place where all the freaks and the weirdos and whatever, and they would sing and they would be loud and they would push back and whatever. I just wanted to have fun. I wasn't a theater kid where I was like, it's Ethel Merman or death.
Oh.
I wasn't that person. I didn't even know who those people were because, girl, I grew up listening to Juan Gabriel. I wasn't listening to Ethel. But I remember distinctly my best friend from childhood her mom worked at Albertsons, and she saved money up for months to get us tickets to go see Wicked when it was here at the Pantages Theater. And I remember watching it, and the wizard is singing Wonderful. And it was a man well in his like 40s, 50s, but with like a gray beard, and like, you know, they dressed him up. And he was just having so much fun on that stage. And I just kept thinking to myself, wow, imagine all the lives that he's touched. Imagine all the cities that he's gone to. Imagine he gets to sing for a life. And I want that. So that was the moment where I was like, oh, I think I want to do this full time. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
I was curious because like you also mentioned being from LA.
Yeah.
Before we were talking about like the differences between how it's changed and whatnot. Being from LA and seeing the glamour of Hollywood, and you're like, I can just drive there 25 minutes, you know, I can just get on the bus.
Yeah.
Like, did you have that experience where everybody who comes here is like, oh my God, Hollywood, and you're like,
girl,
relax.
relax.
In the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was interesting because LA's always just felt like my backyard.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so when people were like doing the most and acting snooty, I was like, girl, relax. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I never really understood it, and I felt like I was always the ratchet person at the fancy party.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, yeah, it's free alcohol. Like, let's have a good time.
Yeah.
You know? But it never really meant anything to me because it was just like, we're at a party. We're supposed to be having fun. Why are you acting like? Why are you taking all these pictures? So I never really felt that. It wasn't until I went somewhere like New York where it felt a little bit more performative because it no longer felt like my backyard. It felt like I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna dress up a little bit more. We're gonna, it's just different energies, I think.
Oh, my God.
But LA to me is just like, it's fun, it's relaxed, it's super multicultural. And so entering a lot of like predominantly white spaces when I was first in Hollywood, I was just like, girl, you having fun. You do not have fun here.
I feel like it's the people who are out of here that just kind of make it on fun. And I'm like, oh, you're not from here, honey.
Well, because I feel like some people who, when they come here, they're trying to be to be their imagined self. They're trying to be something that they're not. But when, like, I still hang out with my friends from 4th grade.
Yeah.
Like, we have Thanksgiving together, you know? So it's just one of those weird things where I'm just like, I don't have to pretend to be anything other than who I am, and this is my city, you know? And then when people act up, I'm like, come correct or get out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're talking about Juan Gabriel, Rocío Dúrcal. What is your favorite Señora song?
Oh. Víveme sin miedo ahora, que sea una vida o sea una hora. Yeah,
Laura
Laura
Pausini.
Pausini, babe.
We talked about her a couple
Yes.
months
That's my
ago.
Señora song.
I love. Okay.
I feel like people don't know that she's Italian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she speaks like 3 or 4
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
languages. Yeah.
Is that also your go-to karaoke song? What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, my go-to karaoke song?
We're professional karaoke
I
goers.
know, I've heard. Tuesdays, you guys are dangerous.
Yeah.
My favorite karaoke song, I don't know. I'm going to have to circle back. Watch,
Yeah?
we're going to be in the middle of another question. I'm like, it's this.
It's this.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's probably some musical theater song, I'm sure. It's probably like Gypsy or something.
Gypsy.
I know.
You just pull out Mama Rose and
I
then
had a dream. I dreamed it for you, baby.
Okay, wait. That's a great question. If you could play any role in a show that is usually played by a woman, who would you play?
It would be that.
Okay.
Or if I was gonna do a non-musical show, I would probably play Natasha in Three Sisters, but I would like a modernized version of it.
Do you consider yourself more like film TV person or like theater person?
Well, my training is in theater. My training is in theater, and what I love about that specific art form is when it's done well, it's incredibly subversive. And it makes a lot of risks in social commentary that may be the commercialization of television and film, especially in 2025, won't allow, right? But I think a second close to it would be film for me, because it's almost, you have an exact same structure. You have a beginning, middle, and end of something, and you can tell a much larger story. You can make your choices definitively, and you find improv within those moments, but it's still like a bookend thing.
Yeah.
With TV, especially when you're a series regular on a show, it's a lot more like you have to build a strong character, but you're at the whim of what the writers are doing because you have no idea what they're going to write next. Yeah, and so that feels a little bit more like it's a little bit more improv-y in the sense that my real job is to form a 3-dimensional person that can go through anything. And so when they throw something at me, I was like, this is how they would respond.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. What was your first TV job? Because I feel
Ever?
like you've done a lot of TV, and then like in the past couple years you've done I think like 4 or 5 films, right? Am I right?
Yeah. So I started in TV. My first job ever was Jane the Virgin.
Oh,
I was a
my
co-starring role on Jane the
God.
Virgin, I think like 2015, so like 10 years ago now. And they say it takes 10 years to get good at something.
No, to be an overnight success.
To be an overnight success.
You've always
And
been
here
good.
I am.
Yes.
A breakthrough star 10 years later. No, but Jane the Virgin was my first job. I played with Jaime Camil while he was time traveling Tiago. And
Oh my God.
funny enough, this is crazy. The first day on set, my first job ever, it's like 5 a.m. And I'm sitting there and they're doing my makeup and la-da-da. And then I look over and here comes this woman and she sits down and she's very sweet. She says hello and I just keep staring at her and I'm like, who is that? I know who that is. But my brain is just like not working because it's 5 a.m. And then they're putting on more makeup and then I turn over and I'm like, that's Rita Moreno. That is Rita Moreno. That is Miss Rita Moreno. Oh my God, what am I going to tell her? And so I went up to her and I was like, I was trying to be very, gentle and polite. And I was like, Miss Rita Moreno, can I don't mean to interrupt. I'm working here today, and I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done, not just for like Hollywood, but for Latino specifically, because you really put us on the map. And she goes, a fan? Well, hello, Mr. Fan. And so we just started chatting it up, and we were having a good time. But then it was so sweet because then she turned to me, she goes, how do I do this thing on my phone? And I was like, you know what, sis, come here.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm going to be your IT today.
So Miss Rita Moreno, personal IT?
Yeah, personal
Absolutely.
IT. But it's been so sweet because she watched the film and she loved it, and she's been very sweet amidst the process. So it was kind of like a full circle moment for me.
Oh my God, talking about fan, we saw the film at the Nalip screening.
Oh, at CA.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's funny because I quoted you to Carolina. I remember one day we were working on the podcast before we were releasing it, and there was something you said that you were mentioning about like Latino excellence.
Yeah.
And like how Latinos are the #1 performers of the world. And I was like, oh my God, like he's so right. Like I was thinking about it, and I just kind of feel like we were influenced a lot by what you were saying and the words you were saying, because I think at the time, especially what's going on right now, like we're just like, oh my God, just get a reminder of how we're all amazing. And I wanted to give you your flowers because honestly, like your part in this film is phenomenal.
Oh my God,
And it's something we have not seen.
Thank you.
Right now.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, in reference to that evening, I think that oftentimes, especially when you're first gen, you're asked to play small. Yeah. You inherit that. You inherit this idea that you have to be grateful and humble and keep your head down and do the work, but like don't make yourself too much. White people ain't doing that.
Yeah.
They're not doing that. They're taking credit for not even being a part of the project. And I witnessed a lot of like immigrants in my life do exceptional work, and really like I look at my mother or my aunt. They immigrated here not knowing not knowing the language, not knowing the system, the tax code, and started off working at a drive-through. My mom worked at a Jack in the Box, then opened up her own business, a beauty salon that's still open in Pico Rivera, and then they opened up a wholesale tile store that had international sales within one lifetime and raised 3 kids. You know what I mean? And so I'm just like, that is in and of itself a miraculous story. And the level of disrespect that immigrants get in this country, especially right now, is ridiculous. And so I refuse to play small any longer. I don't understand why someone's asking that of me, because they're not asking it of anybody else. And so I am humble in the sense that, I'm proud of the work. I'm a working class actor. I love what I do. But if somebody tries to check me and tell me that I didn't do it, I was like, girl, I delivered on time, under budget, and a hell of a good performance.
You did.
And I did it with a smile. Like, the hell? And I did it with kindness. Like, get out of here.
Yeah. You've been receiving so much praise for this. Like, how does that make you feel?
It's a little crazy.
Yeah. Has there been someone that has reached out to you that you're like,
Colman Domingo.
Oh!
Yeah,
Sorry,
I know.
audio.
Sorry.
I know.
Oh
No,
my God. He didn't even think.
No, I didn't. No, it was one of those moments where I was like, oh, this is happening. Yeah, so it was really sweet. The praise has been phenomenal. I mean, again, I do come from a very like you know, Capricorn mentality where I'm just like, keep your head down, do the work, do the best you can. Because I'm a firm believer that if my name is going to be attached to it, I want it to be the best product possible. You know, and if like, I want to be remembered for leaving it all on the floor, like leaving no crumbs on the table. And even if it's like bad and people don't like it, I can go to sleep knowing that I gave it 100, right? But then when the reviews started coming out, it was one of those moments where I was like, hi, PR, can we get the negative ones? You know, I was just like, wait, what's going on? This is ridiculous. I mean, people were saying things like, A Star is Born, which is such a ridiculous thing to say. But like Deadline said it, and Variety said it, and I was like, I was like kind of freaking out, and I called my mom, I was like, bro, I was just trying to sing and dance, and now this is kind of a lot, you know? But I do it for her. I do it for my family. But then, like, when people started seeing the film, and like John M. Chu like snuck into my DMs and was like, "Bro, you ate," and I was like, "Oh!" And I was like, "That's so sweet." And then I was doing what was it? It was like New York Live or the Good Morning Show. It was a Good Morning Show, and I had like a fashion question. I was like, "Man," because I've never been one to like serve a look historically. Like in my personal life, no. But if I'm on a carpet, like we're gonna come correct. Yeah, again, like an assignment. But I was like, do I keep this coat on? Do I not keep this coat on? And my makeup artist, Jamie, looked at me and she was like, let's just call Colman. And I was like, what do you mean what do you mean you can just call Colman? And she goes, yeah, I'm like, he's one of my clients, let me FaceTime him. So she FaceTimes him and he's like, hey brother, what's going on? And I was like, oh yeah, we were just wondering, like, do we put on this coat, do we not? Like, and he goes, nah, take it off. Like, he's like, that's an outside coat, keep this in. And I was like, okay. And he goes, yeah, bro, like, no worries, call me if you ever need me. And he gave me his number and I was like, oh wow. The man, the myth, the legend, the fashionista, the artist is saying this to me. I'm like, wow, I made it, dude.
Absolutely.
And then like at the governor's ball, I got to meet Lucy Liu, which was awesome. I know, it's a shocking moment.
I have to ask, like, what is it like working with JLO and Diego Luna? Like, those are people that are at the top of everything that they do, and as Deadline said, A Star is Born. So did their work ethic like influence you at all? Did they give you any advice throughout this process? Or
so I have to say, when I first got asked to join Kiss of the Spider Woman, it was one of those moments where I'm like, whoa, I'm gonna be in a musical directed by Bill Condon, and it's John Kander and Frank Ebb's musical, and Colleen is doing the costumes, and then Jennifer's playing the Spider Woman with Diego. It was one of those moments where I was like, is this the Olympics? You know what I mean? Like, am I going to the Olympics, you know? And so it was one of those moments where I was like, oh, damn, like, I'm like, really, this is happening. And then you get to meet Jennifer, and like, you know, it's like, oh, well, that's Jennifer Lopez. Yeah. But we did a table read. And I thought, you know, we're just going to like read it and just like gently talk about it. And I was like trying to be polite and, you know, not, you know, overly abrasive. And so she starts full on singing, like a hundo P, full on, like, top of her lungs, singing and acting towards me, and I was like, girl, if we're doing this, we're going on. Yeah! I didn't come here to play, you know? And so there's like this little fold-out table, and we're inches from kissing each other in the song A Visit, and that was one of the first times that I got to meet her, and I was like, oh, this is going to be so much fun. We're going to have an absolute blast. And then I met Diego, and that man is just a gentleman. Like, but he's also so raza. Like, he is so funny, he is about it, and he's not like, you know, he's just like a real guy. And so I think it was like super needed to have someone like him with me in this process, because the story can get very dark. But in between takes, we were just cracking up, which was really like helpful. And I think what I took away from all of it was, this is a big job, and you have to give it your all, but you can still have a lot of fun doing it. And both of them still enjoyed, like, you can tell that they love what they do. You can really tell that. And it was one of those moments where this was the biggest thing I've ever done to date. And it was a quite challenging job. So the pressure felt kind of on, but seeing them relax into it gave me permission to be like, but this is our dream.
Yeah.
Like, this is our dream, you know? So, like, live it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, you can tell, like, everyone's performances was just like, I mean, when JLO's reveal, when she does that number in like the red
room with the green dress.
Yes,
yeah.
it reminded me a lot of like
Give
an
Me
American in Paris
Yep.
a vibe. Oh my god, and your final song and the movie theater scene. Oh my god, they live rent free in my head.
Dude, can I tell you something? There's this video that I posted on Instagram because a friend of mine took it, but so I gifted screens to my high school. To all the students that were there, because during this, I go back every year and I teach like a seminar or like a week-long intensive or even just like a workshop. But during COVID, during the strikes, there was nothing to do. So I was just like, I'll just go like once a week and just like teach a little power course on acting, right? So those very students were there when I booked the job, because as soon as the strikes lifted, I got the gig, and so I gifted the screen to the performing arts school that I went to, West Covina High, and they all came down to the Grove, and they dressed like they were coming to the premiere. They came in full like dresses and these like little bedazzled hair, and like it was just the sweetest thing. And I thanked the very teacher who taught me how to act, for like my first teacher ever taught me how to act when I was 13, 14, was there, and I thanked her, and I think like, because the work that public school teachers do in the arts is tireless. Like, they're not getting paid anymore for being there after school, but they stay there because they love it and the kids love it. And so I got to celebrate it with them, and it was one of those moments where I was just like, you guys, like, it's for us, you know. It was so sweet.
And I'm sure, like, for the students, it's something like, oh, well, if he did it and he went to the school, like, what's stopping me from trying to do something like that too?
There is no difference.
Yeah.
There's absolutely, the only difference, I think, is that I've got 10 years on him. And just 10, okay? Nothing else.
No.
It's only 10 years. No, but there really is no difference, you know? I think that the biggest hurdle was, I didn't know anybody in Hollywood. I was entering an industry with zero nepotism whatsoever, and so every relationship I've had to cultivate myself. But apart from that, like, it maybe took a little longer, but there is no difference between, you know, me and them.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, I'm just like, I know Hollywood can seem very glamorous and very beautiful, and sometimes, like, some people do come from massive amounts of privilege, and that's amazing, and, like, yay you. But it's still very possible. Like, all of this is very possible, especially when you, like, do it with love and kindness. And I've had so many, like, angels in my life who have blessed me and continue to bless me day in day.
What song do you turn on when you just want to feel your best self? Like, it's like maybe like you started the day and you're like, oh, I don't know if today's the day.
Something to get me up?
Get me up.
Get up 10.
Oh,
Cardi B, Get Up 10. Okay. If I'm feeling down and I feel like the world is beating me down, I listen to that song and it's just like, rah! Lock in. Or Megan Thee Stallion's Big Ol' Freak.
Okay.
Anything from the album Tina Snow.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, Never.
Oh my god.
Never. Yeah, no, those are my girls. Like, black women fill me with so much energy, and they make me feel my oats. They feel their oats, and I'm just like, never, girl. Hold on, with an ass this thick. Like, hold on. Y'all playing.
I do this thing where I'm like, and I'm like, I don't have hair to do that.
Oh.
And our executive producer's like, Alex, you're distracting me. I'm like, no, but that's how I feel in my element.
In my element, I'm in my oats right now. Hold on.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, and then when someone wants to fight me, I'm just like, hold on.
Yeah,
Let me put my...
Absolutely. Oh, no, karaoke. I'm bringing it back.
Oh.
So your karaoke song, that's what it was.
This is homophobic. No, I don't know. I hate thinking. No, because you know what? The Capricorn in me is just like, let me find the right answer.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Here's the thing, it depends on the crowd for me. You know what I mean?
It depends, but it's also like, I always go blank when someone's like, what are you gonna do? And so I have to make a list because my ADHD brain's just like, girl, I don't know. And so then I'm like, oh, I do know.
Yeah.
Here are all the ones. I don't know. Something like Weezer's Perfect Situation is a fun one.
Oh.
Something from Rocky Horror Picture Show. What's the one that goes, ma.
Okay.
Wild and Unsame Thing.
Okay.
That's a fun one. Riff Raff, Street Rat.
Okay.
I don't buy that. You know,
Yes,
little Aladdin. Why not?
Of course, that's a good one.
I told you they'll just come to me.
Yeah.
But you're celebrating your birthday soon.
Who told you this?
Oh my god.
These are secrets.
My
no one is
God.
supposed to know about my Capricorn self.
Yeah.
No one likes Capricorns. Just
Are
kidding.
you a January or December?
I'm a January Capricorn.
Okay.
Yeah, the worst kind.
Really? Why?
Because, okay.
I actually have great experience with Capricorn.
No, Capricorns are the best.
Yes.
I'm only saying that because my friend Curly, which you know,
Yes.
Curly is always giving me crap for being a Capricorn. But I love him. He's my Virgo sister. January is the worst time to have a birthday, especially if you're at the beginning, because everyone's broke.
How's the money's gone?
They're partied out. They're still traveling. They're doing dry January.
Yeah.
They're healthy now. They're not
Yeah.
eating any bad
Yeah.
food. They're overworked because all the emails that they didn't answer, they have to answer now. What else? It's not a good time. So I've decided if people can change their names and they can change whatever, I am changing my birthday. I celebrate my birthday in June. So
Oh my
Okay.
god, you a Gemini?
no, I'm gonna be
Okay.
Cancer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a
Okay.
Cancer. Gemini's kind of crazy. Oh,
Who said that?
I don't know.
I'm scared.
hello, police.
La policia.
La policia.
Crazy. We just go to karaoke. We just did karaoke twice this week. That's not crazy, is
Are
it?
you both Geminis?
I'm a Gemini moon. I'm a Taurus,
Okay.
actually.
Okay, that's my moon. Taurus is my moon.
Okay, I'm a Taurus sun. April 29th, William and Kate's wedding anniversary.
Okay.
That's the only date that I know of. And a Gemini moon. So I feel crazy. Curly also said that my astrological chart is crazy.
Mine is a little bit too weird because I have big Capricorn energy. I have like a stellium.
Oh,
I
okay.
got 5 placements in Capricorn. But then my moon is Taurus, and then I have a rising in my rising is Cancer.
Okay.
And so it's a lot of feelings and then
I
a
was gonna
lot
say,
of
yeah.
like earth energy.
Yeah.
So it's mud.
Yeah.
And mud.
Okay.
But no, I like Geminis. They are fun. And for my Capricorn stuff, when I take myself too seriously, you guys remind me, girl, it ain't that serious. It's like, just block him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Light it
And
on
if you decide to
fire.
unblock, it's okay.
And that's okay too.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
It's like I know
Yeah.
it's 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, but are we having espresso martinis?
Yeah.
I think we are. Like
Yeah.
treat yourself.
Absolutely. You can start a diet tomorrow.
The diet starts
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
You only slashed one tire.
Yeah.
It was just one.
You want
okay.
to do another one? Let's do
Let's
it.
okay, fine. One more. He has insurance. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Very, very as it comes.
But we're a good pair because
Yeah.
if you guys in trouble, then I'm like, don't worry, I'll handle your legal case.
Yeah.
for you."
Yes.
They
It
weren't
was
there.
like-
What are you talking about? That you were disrespecting the Fifth Amendment right.
Yeah.
Are we playing a game?
Play them games.
Let's do it.
So,
Oh my god, what is it?
musicals.
Okay.
We're gonna do a bracket.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give you some musicals, and you're gonna have to tell me which of the other. And we're gonna start. You said Candor and Ebb.
I do
So
love
I'm gonna
Candor
do
Ebb.
2 Candor and Ebbs.
Jesus. Sorry, John.
Cabaret or Chicago?
Ooh. Maybe this time he'll stay.
Okay.
Cabaret.
Cabaret it is. Cabaret or Rent?
God, the theater kids are gonna come for me with this one. Just because it has a special place in my heart. Love heals when you feel that you can go on. That's from the movie. That's a little bonus track, Rent.
Rent. Okay. Rent was my go-to play movie for a very
I
long
will say
time.
though, I don't love theater productions of Rent. I only really like the movie. I know everyone's gonna cancel me. I
Really?
accept it, but I said what I said.
Okay.
I feel like there's just too many songs, and I don't ever want to hear Christmas bells are ringing. I never want to hear. It makes me violent. It makes me violent.
Rent or West Side Story?
Oh, Maria. I just met a girl named Maria.
So West Side Story it is?
What's that story?
West Side Story or The Phantom of the Opera?
Ooh, Officer Krupke.
Okay,
Come
West Side
on.
Story. So West Side Story or Hamilton? Alexander Hamilton.
Wow, those are different. Those are children. Those are different children.
Yeah.
Um,
Sophie's Choice Part 2.
That is Sophie's Choice. I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys tripping over themselves to win my praise.
Hamilton. Hamilton or Les Miserables? Mis.
Helpless, and I know she is.
Yeah, why be sad? Why be miserable?
Yeah.
Why?
But I do love a revolutionary musical.
Oh, of course. You know, I'm waiting for my day to play Eponine. I just want to die on stage. You know what I mean? So Hamilton or Kinky Boots?
Dear Theodosia, what to say to you?
Okay. Hamilton or Hairspray?
Ah! Oh! Oh, I don't like this feeling.
What is this feeling?
Oh, God. You know what? The rats on the street. I'll dance around my feet. It's saying, Tona, it's up to you.
Oh, Hairspray or Little Shop is the final one.
Oh. Poor. All my life I've always been poor.
Wait, you should be Seymour right now.
Bro, that'd be fun.
Oh my God,
Tom Curtihy.
get him on the phone.
Did you hear this?
Yeah, I got
They're
it.
pitching you.
got it? Sound? You got him on the phone? Okay, cool. Well, congrats. The
So
game
we're gonna get a
awaits.
little lost in
Oh,
translation.
okay, we got another one.
All right, lost in translation. So we're gonna give you titles of projects you have been a part of,
Oh.
and in Spanish, and then you're just gonna have to guess.
They're projects that I've been a part of, and they're going to be in
Yeah,
Spanish?
the title is in Spanish.
Some of them are already in Spanish.
Actually, yeah.
Well, we didn't pick those.
Okay, work.
All right. El beso de la mujer araña.
Oh my God, what could that be?
Oh my god.
Um,
Oh my god.
No, I'm just kidding. Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Spider-Woman.
All right. Equipaje de mano.
Is that what it's called? Oh wow, carry on.
That-
It's called equipaje de mano. Wow.
Juana. Juana la Virgen.
Oh, Jane the Virgin.
That was okay. I didn't even
They,
need to do
they
that.
changed her name to Juana.
Juana.
I think it
Juanita.
originated because originally it's like a Venezuelan show,
Show, yeah,
and
yeah.
I think it is Juana.
So it went back to Juana.
right?
Okay, okay.
I think I could be wrong though.
And the last one is La Tierra Prometida.
Oh, Promised Land.
Yes.
La Tierra Prometida. Did they dub my voice on that too? Man, who was doing the dubbing? I should have done it myself.
You know what? Maybe you have a specific, because like Eugenio Derbez is.
They have like one person
Yeah.
that always does
person.
him.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
We
That'd
gotta
be
find
cool.
that person for you.
Yeah.
You gotta pull a Diego Luna next time and dub your own if you can, if you have the time.
I would love
Yeah.
to. Why not?
Yeah.
But we have to do it like Shrek.
Yeah.
Shrek in Spanish was like they didn't just translate it. They were like, no, we're gonna write a brand new script.
Absolutely.
To this day, I still go, ping pong.
Yes.
Like obsessed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us and
Aw.
getting to gab and laugh a little.
Yeah, it was fun.
And sing a little too.
Yeah, thank you,
that was
guys.
awesome. But
It's amazing. Honestly, keep on rocking.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, we just love seeing you on screen, and we just want to see more of you. And the world, go out and support and do everything you can.
yes.
Kiss of the Spider Woman is now available on Amazon Prime and also Apple TV Plus for purchase, and it is gonna go streaming next month.
Woo!
Oh, and for all my Latin American folks, it is also going into Latin America next month.
Yay! Okay, thank you guys so much for watching on the PL. We'll see you next time.
Adios.
Adios. Bye.